are in Dunedin, New Zealand today. I will turn the camera around and you can see what it looks like. That is the Azamara. It's been following our course this entire time. Wherever we go, they go. So everybody's been asking us what the hell has been going on with the coronavirus. Well, it turns out a lot of the New Zealanders are actually getting off the boat, ending their cruise early today, even though they get 50% credit because the Prime Minister of New Zealand has declared that no cruise ships are allowed into New Zealand pretty much after today. We got special permission because we're already in New Zealand waters, but any new cruise ships aren't allowed for the next 30 days. On top of that, if you're a New Zealander trying to get in, you're gonna have to self-quarantine for 14 days. So that's very inconvenient starting today. So a lot of people who are already technically in New Zealand, because we're on this boat, our New Zealanders decided to just end their cruise today so they don't have to self-quarantine for 14 days, which I can understand because if you work or you do something that you need to be back and you can't afford the 14 extra days, that's kind of a pain in the ass. So for us, we're gonna book it over to Australia after tomorrow because we still sail around New Zealand, but we don't get off the boat. It's just gonna be looking at some sounds. But then we go off to Australia, and then Australia hasn't denied any cruise ships yet. So
approval, they said in Sydney.
yeah, so we're keeping our fingers crossed, and we'll be on the boat then for 2 sea days, plus a third day that just kind of goes around New Zealand checking things out. Then once we're in Australia, hopefully we can book it back to the States, and if not, the adventure gets kind of gnarly. Do you ever wonder how much trash a cruise ship generates? That's one day. That is the port town of Dunedin. We're going into the downtown city center of Dunedin, which should be more exciting because the port town, there's only one main street, not much going on.
And then there's a Chinese garden too.
Where are we, Pam? We're in Dunedin. This is a replica of the boat that the early pilgrims came over on to settle this town of Dunedin. Looks great.
Get bunk beds.
from the past. I believe that's the blueberry.
Sheep. He's very happy amongst his kind.
We are in Dunedin. Dunedin. And I guess we found a cha time. And so we got milk tea because there's a
last time,
milk tea. Yay. Pork belly and rice, and duck and rice, and Pam. So I didn't really do a recap, I think, yesterday, but today we went and looked at Dunedin, and we just kind of stayed around town. Came back on the boat, went to a few trivia things. It was kind of fun. Had kind of dinner, and then calling it an early day. Tomorrow should be at least more visually exciting because we're going to go see Dusky Sound, Milford Sound, and Doubtful Sound, which should be kind of cool, epic things. Virus update, we're not sure exactly what's going to happen now because Australia said they're not letting new people come in from cruise ships or from international flights, but supposedly our captain got the okay for us, the Celebrity Solstice, to enter into Australia. But after that, Pam and I had 2 days in Australia in Sydney, but we don't even know if they're just going to shoo us out and kick us out of the country now. So we are going to find out more as things progress, and we might be ending up back in Vegas a lot sooner, or if they decide to quarantine us for 14 days, then I guess we'll be in Australia for 14 days. I don't know. So, well, stay tuned for tomorrow.